just have to say that the transitioning are so amazing in the music video. They were really great as well. They were really great. It's hard to explain it, but my God, I'm tearing up, guys. It's beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful. Drip, everyone. Time called BABYMONSTER's Drip, and honestly, no one has as much drip as me, right, on YouTube. But seriously, I always loved stuff, merchandise. I'm a capitalist. I love clothing, right? You know, for many years, I have dreamt of being a fashion designer. I mean this genuinely. People have been joking, sitting here in my Thor, you know, big beard, Swedish guy, you know, half Norwegian. But I always liked fashion design, genuinely. And as a, you know, game director, I have the chance to, you know, design and direct characters, right? So kind of, it's one way I do it, you know. But honestly, I'm very interested here, seeing how it dripped. And people recommended this as a next video, BABYMONSTER, right? And yeah, one thing that I love with, of course, last video, BABYMONSTER, did last week, and also, of course, with Blackpink and so on, is just how they have so many outfits, right? They're always changing the clothing. It's just awesome. It keeps me entertained. It's just really cool. One thing that I like in both the bands is have an asymmetric design, right? I have the same thing on me here. Now I have a Baccaria shirt, which I made myself, and it's different. Okay, so all my, you know, on the sleeves, right, I have different things, right? So if I go my shirt here, right, the drip shirt, you can see here has like a blue Baccaria, right, and here I have a green Baccaria and so on, right? So I love that, you know, the silliness of it. I don't know, but I'm a big fan of it, right? Now, there's one side question before we get into this video. Like I said, drip, right? Here's a meme show figure. Genuine question, right? So I just did a reaction to Oshinoko, of course, Idol Girl anime. And I just really wonder, I genuinely wonder how many people are also watching that and into like K-pop and J-pop and so on, right? Because I love this anime, okay? It's one of my favorite animes. I also love Kaguya-sama, the same author. But I think Oshinoko is an amazing anime. And one thing I like of it is, you know, it goes into like the Japanese idol industry, how to do dances, music, all this stuff, right? So I really, really like it. So to me, right, I expect it to be some overlap with people in general, right? That listen to like J-pop and K-pop and so on. That are also into perhaps idol girl shows. I'm guessing, right? Another show I really like is If My Idol Girl Went to Budokan, which is awesome too. It's even more so about like being a fan of an idol group and how it works and how you like merchandise the idol group and so on. It's an interesting show, and I think one reason why I like the show too, like Budokan, is you really learn how it works. Like they actually explain to you a lot. Like it actually is educational. You're like, oh, that's how you become the lead girl. Because stuff like this, right? I don't know yet with BABYMONSTER, right? But I assume, you know, that you have different leads. Who's the number one? Who's the most popular? All this stuff, you know, 7 different band members, right? Who's number one and stuff. And that's exactly how it is in Budokan. They have 7 band members, and it's always like, who's the first one? How do you agree? How do you get the number one spot and so on? That stuff is like really relevant to the anime. So you learn a lot about it as a dance group. But anyway, let's go into BABYMONSTER Drip then.
Yeah, when I dress, I don't think so much. I could be the gold that I need to. Yeah, when I dress, I don't think so much. I could be the gold that I need too much. I'ma set a goal, I'ma eat that lunch. Baby, so cold, get the ice cream truck. Kitty, 놀아볼까? Kitty, yeah, we gotta run this town. Hitting me up, cause I got what they like. Baby, got.
She like kidnapped the ice cream guy, throw it out there. That's what I guess is happening here. They kidnapped the poor ice cream truck.
No chance, but I hit that dance. Nah, I'll be there. Call me Najima. Nah, I'll be there. 망설이지마. But you don't know about me. Yeah, you gon' know about me. Boy, 아름다운 별들이 빛나는 밤이야. What you say? 끝없는 가지. You know it's on me. Got them. What you say?
That's a very fitting chorus, right? Drip, drip, drip. So this is what I keep saying, right? With, you know, I started with Blackpink like 2 weeks ago. Right? I'm very new, right? If you do my channel, right, I'm completely new into K-pop. As I explained in that video, the first one with Blackpink, even though I have been in Seoul, I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. I know it's silly. It feels so silly. I explained that video, right? It almost became like a giant bridge wall to climb, kind of thing, right? Because some of my friends are like, oh, you would love K-pop. You're so into that stuff. You're into the visual stuff. You're so into it, right? And I have this, like, you know, a history of growing up in, like, the Taekwondo dojo, right? Started with 12, like 11, 12, Taekwondo, competitive many years. And, you know, been there, lived the dojo, all this stuff, right? And I'm just like, it always felt weird how it's like, oh, I've never heard about it. And it's, I don't know. It's a long story, right? But anyway, one thing then that I really realized, right, is that drip, right? This really feels the most fitting chorus from that standpoint. Because, like I said earlier, yeah, they always keep the clothing. I love every goddamn member's design, right? All the clothing looks amazing. The images looks amazing. The cool ear thing, right? This is pretty cool. The bros king, the ear and so on. Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's awesome. Like they have ridiculous drip in every goddamn scene, right? In every scene. So yeah, it's really, really fitting. I mean, that's like my absolute initial thought of K-pop overall. It's like, man, the drip is crazy, crazy drip in every scene, which is so awesome.
Venom, monster, 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 came to conquer, baby, holla, what's up? We're the best, the rascal, fast, we're blessed, panic, paper, shape to fuck off. Watch the dream, a copy, no knock off, and on my left, this bitch, I'm gon' work off. Most this, watch out, but hold tight, you got your fight by, you know we gon' ride. Nah, 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 I'll be there, call me Najima. Nah, 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 I'll be there, 망설이지마. But you don't know about me, yeah, yeah, you gon' know about me.
I love it.
Baby got passion, ambition, I'm poured on the sheet. Look at that 온몸으로 느끼는 내 몸짓. Baby got drip, 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 drip. Baby got drip, 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 drip. 가끔스러워.
Talk about more in the report soon, of course. But I just have to say that the transitioning are so amazing in the music video. They were really great as well. They were really great transitioning. They were really great in the last one too. They were really great in that one too. But the transitioning here is fantastic. It makes me tear up a bit. Like, genuinely, it's beautiful. There's so many beautiful transitionings. Like, I don't even care how the transitionings, but I couldn't believe it, but it's gotten beautiful. It's gotten beautiful.
I'm wishing as bright as diamond, say my name. 다시 일어나. Now watch me do it all again. Baby got drip, 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 drip. Baby got drip, drip. You know we got that drip.
This is goddamn beautiful, guys. It's goddamn beautiful. It's like going to a restaurant, you know, and you're a chef. Like, I'm a chef too, right? And I go to a restaurant, and I'm just like, give me the expensive food you have, right? The best food you have. And the chef, he makes me the best food I have, you know. And I'm just so impressed by it. I'm just like, my God, can I hire this guy? It's hard to explain it, but my God, I'm not tearing up, guys. It's beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful. And I wish I could explain it better in words. But the visioning of this video is so good. Like, the director, the directing, the editing is so good. Like, it's seriously, like, I'm having like, oh my God, it's so well done. And we go back a bit to the middle here, but it really shines, okay? This is kind of first one in the racing class. It's so beautiful here. So see you jumping down here, right? Yeah, we go down here. Chasing through here. Here, there. Jump that. that thing is beautiful. That thing to me, that tears me up, guys. Like, this is beautiful. Like, I'm not talking about a attractive woman. And I'm not talking about the hot lady. I'm talking about the positioning, the direction, right? Look at this here.
You gon' know
She
about
falls
me,
down here.
boy.
Bam! That is fantastic, right? That's fantastic. And then sit here later.
Get down and get me. Just on you. Are you ready? Me. Got them. That street. An ambition. I'm poured down passion.
You see here? You see here? It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, the positioning. It's so beautiful done. It's so good. It's like perfect. It's like perfect. I'm running into this. It's perfection. No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, the t-shirting, the editing. Oh, it's so beautiful, guys. Oh, I can die happy now. Oh, it's beautiful. I probably see better in my life, don't get me wrong, but this is like fantastic. And it just feels like, what is the budget for a music video? Oh, it's so well done, man. We come so far. We come so far when it comes to music videos or whatever. Yeah, we come so far from when I was a kid that I was just guy screaming at the microphone or whatever. It's goddamn beautiful. Goddamn beautiful. The way it's done, man. And also good song. Someone's gonna be like, he never talks about the music. No, I like the chorus. Drip, baby, God drip. It's a good chorus. It's catchy, definitely. It's to sing, and I think the guys you can say with Blackpink too, right? And this is something that I see also in a lot of Japanese music, right? Which I also grew up with, and live in and so much more. Is that they do tend to have a lot of English word for it, right? So one of my bands last year, which one of my favorite bands, it was I can't speak, I'm emotional. It's Bandmade, and Bandmade also does a lot too, right? They sing in Japanese, but then a lot of the chorus is also like in English. So my favorite song from Bandmade is like "What Is Justice," which is the end of Togu Anki. This is the one. And it goes by Japanese, and then it's like, what is justice? Wakarana, what is justice? It goes a lot that's a chorus, that's the main part, right? Wakarana means, I don't know, right? So it's like, what is justice? I don't know. But so it's a very common thing in Japanese music. I think you see the same thing in the little North eye of Korean music. But I'm supposed to be fair, I am talking about like Korean, I guess, like popular pop music, I guess, overall. I'm not talking about like traditional historical Korean music, obviously, but you get my point. It's I think they have a lot of that, and it's probably just, I think you see a similarity with Love Bites too and so on. It probably just hits better, right, for a general international market to have like an English catchy chorus tune. Baby go drip 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 drip. Yeah, it's easy for everyone everyone kind of understands the words, right, and so on. So I think that's clearly from a musical standpoint, per what I do it. I think it was the same thing in the last BABYMONSTER song I heard as well, where they have a little bit of, it's a lot of like English in the front. Kind of like here's the big moment of the song and so on. Right? He's kind of like because the tunes and I mean I'm not complaining. I'm just I'm just seeing this pattern, right, in more than one country. What I think is interesting though, and maybe I could be wrong here, but I don't think I ever really. So I grew up right in Sweden and Norway, and I can't think of a single musician in Sweden. This is not a thing in Sweden at all, right? Like maybe I'm wrong, but like in Sweden, in pop music there or whatever music in general, it's a lot in English, right? So that's probably why. So in Sweden, it's like half of every artist just sing in English anyway, right? It's full English, yeah. That's probably why. But I can't have I have no memories of any like popular song in Swedish that also go into English or something partially, except maybe some very like love or something, some very very like big words like that perhaps, but otherwise never. But it's probably because I want to suggest that in Sweden we probably produce more English than Swedish songs to begin with. Even though I'm not up to date with the current music, but even as a kid, that's how I felt at least, that most of the big songs were English regardless, except of course my favorite one, Hey Monica. It's the same as Felix. Hey på dig Monica, hey på dig Monica. It only goes like that, okay? It's the worst best song ever. It's this airworm song. It has like 2 lyrics, and it goes the exact same. It's like 85% of the song is just one word basically, Monica, her name. It goes in circles. It is the word. It haunts me, okay? It haunts me, okay? That song is so bad. It's so incredibly bad. And every time I think of a Swedish song today, as an old man out of Sweden, that is a song that comes to my head, and I hate it so much. It haunts me. I can't sleep anymore. It haunts me, that song, man. It doesn't have to that my aunt's name is also Monica, of course. But anyway, let's go into breaking down. Okay, let's go over it. So first of all, it's a drip cassette, and of course, you youngsters have no idea what it is. But back in the days, when I was a kid, and I was like 20, right? This I was kidding. How old do you think I am, guys? Okay, no, this actually wasn't a thing as a kid either. No, I am actually not that old. Obviously, I know what a cassette player is, but no, we had like CDs as a kid too. We had floppy disks though, a little bit for the PC, I guess, but no, cassette was kind of like that even when I was a kid. It was born 83, right? You drip full album. I love the tank thing. It's like that theme, right?
Yeah.
Driving in the tank.
When I dress, I don't think so.
But it's nice though, yeah. I mean, she's basically crashing into a classic music store, right? With, of course, her albums for the songs. And it's like, yeah, you better buy some or I'll drive you, hit you with the car, right? Yeah. It's a pretty good sales argument. I would buy this. But overall, honestly, I kind of miss this thing we have in the beginning, right? This kind of feeling. I don't know. I just kind of miss this thing overall. Just going to like the local. So one of my shadow friends, his father owned a local like music store, right? When we were kids, and we would hang out there sometimes. Obviously, his son was my friend, so wanted to listen to the music, all that stuff, right? But I mean, these days I never go to a like this kind of places. Yeah, it feels kind of like you have to go to something very specific, right, to go there. I think most stuff has disappeared, right, because of convenience. You know what I mean? Sure, it has. I mean, scientific games, right? How often do I go to an actual game store these days? I just order them and get them at home, right? Yeah, I want to go to the store if I don't have to, and it includes collector edition and bigger stuff as well, right? But as a kid, I mean, it was fun, right? Going to the game store, it was fun. I mean, I'm kidding, guys. It was fun going to like simulated video games, right? And talking to other nerds, right? But I guess also it's a combination of convenience, but also here at YouTube, social media, Twitter, X, whatever, right? That I can now talk to you guys out there and say, you know what, this is an interesting music here, it's an interesting song here, it's an interesting blah blah. I don't need to like go to a music store to talk to anyone about this thing here. Right? So I guess that's also a big reason why it's like gone, right? Because I don't even know where I would go to this place in the city. I don't think I've ever actually been in a music store where I live currently.
Yeah.
I lived there for 5 years, so I don't know.
I could be the gold, I don't need so much. I'ma set a goal, I'ma eat that lunch. Baby, so cold, get the ice cream truck.
Yes, now they kidnapped the poor ice. They kidnapped the poor ice truck guy, right? And they throw like this cassette at him. And this is obviously a very old school, typical American ice cream truck with the hat and so on. You never see that, and where I'm from, they don't even do it at all. But they have like so in Sweden they have a very interesting isglassbilen. So and my family says ice cream. One of my so I know my ice cream. Okay, I have my legacy ice cream company. It's not even a joke, but but anyway. So in Sweden it's kind of like this very iconic music they play. And they only usually drops on Tuesdays, and they have this very, very iconic music track. But they're blue though, yeah. They're like stark blue heaven color on them. And I guess they're selling drip albums instead of ice creams, right? I think actually kids would probably prefer ice cream though. Kids would be like, give me the ice cream. This reminds me of a bit, and I don't know if it's a reference to that or not. I mean, I assume she's playing the song on Drip, right? But I have to say, when I first saw this bit here, it reminds me of how it is with politics in East Asia. So they drive around in the trucks, right? Especially in Japan, it's very common. But I think I have seen them a little bit in Korea too, South Korea. I don't know how common they are there, but they're very common in Japan. So, they'll come below how common they are in South Korea. But they drive around these vans, right, with similar speakers, and they speak like, you should vote for this diet, this party, right? That is very common, like at Shibuya, whatever, it's a lot. And they tend to be green then, this political stuff in Japan. But I think I've seen a little bit in Korea as well. No, I know Japanese politics better than Korean politics. I saw the stocks were down a lot today for that matter in Korea. Anyway, I digress. My point is that this might be a reference to that, the political vanting, but of course she's playing music instead of her political message. That's my guess at least. In my like very, I'll say it, very not that knowledgeable, but a little bit knowledgeable about the Korean culture. I'm guessing from my foreigner. I love her clothing. Probably one of the best outfits. Go back to that. This is probably one of my favorites. Yeah, this is one of my favorites, definitely. The glasses, the heart thing there is great. Yeah, oh yeah, she also got like the same jadish earring as well. Yeah, this is, oh yeah, and I think she had different nails too, right? Like one red, one green nail. This is, I don't think it's my favorite outfit in this video, but I kind of know what my favorite is. I saw it earlier, but I think this is definitely up there. It was really great. It's very cute that they call it the stars on it. So this is something though. As I know, I feel super old now in the video, but I do remember one thing though. As a kid, it was the music, right? And that is how my father, he had a lot of LPs, right? Yeah. So I get almost about a lot of LPs, but my father had a lot of LPs, and I will always remember the Iron Maiden LP, right? He had a huge, the classic pull out the Iron Maiden, it's a big skeleton monster on the front cover. And he played a lot, monster, Number of the Beast and so on, right? So that's something I really remember. That he had a huge collection. But my dad, he likes this classic, like kind of British and American rock bands, right? He like his favorite band, CC Top. He loves CC Top. He likes Guns N' Roses, right? He loves Iron Maiden, AC/DC, so on, right? That is very much my father's. I used to play that band too, yes. But it's very much, he's a biking dude and so on. He loves that kind of music, right? So he also hot rod. Okay, my father literally was a hot rod. It was a hot rod to like hot rod like competitions and so on, and showing off the hot rod he built and so on. He built his own hot rod and stuff like that. So he loves his top right. That kind of his beard is, he has beard down here. He has never cut his beard. His beard goes at the ground like so yeah.
Baby got passion.
Yeah, so this is one of the best. This is beautiful, yeah.
Baby got drip, 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 drip.
I think the chorus is better than the last one. Yeah, I think the chorus is better than what I heard so far. It is probably my favorite chorus I heard so far from Korean pop, honestly. Baby got drip, drip. It just works. I mean, it just really works. See it again. It really works. So yeah. This spot here. Right? Drip, 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 drip. Baby got drip, 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 drip. Okay, this is definitely the winner outfit, right? Now this is beautiful. This is a beautiful outfit. I also really like women with these kind of pushed up shoulder pads, right? We have the kind of the bigger shoulder. I like it. I think it's great. When she stands up later and she got like a midriff, that to me is sold even more. First I thought it was a suit, right? It is somewhat of a suit, but then you kind of get like it's a hot suit. Yeah, it's like a feminine. I don't know, but it looks even better when she stands up. So yeah, I love this bro. Yeah, I say it's bro's tie thing. This is really great. Some kind of weird, I don't know, silver on a tie, but it's awesome. It's awesome, and I mean, I honestly have boring ties. Okay, I have really boring ties. I realize now. I need to get my grip up. The thing is that when I wear a tie, right, it's like I'm gonna have a dip in the middle now with the ambassador, So I have a lot of suits, right, and when I wear ties, I basically only have like a black or a red tie or white, right? It's very, very straight, very simple, right? It's very like one color, just no extra stuff, right? Because I only wear a tie when it's like serious business mode, you know what I mean? So yeah, I only have really boring ties. I really want to buy a cool new tie now. And as a side note, my favorite drip then, when I go serious, like I was like a funeral a few weeks ago for a close relative. And when I go for my dripping tie, right, or dripping suits, I prefer almost black, but much more like a dark navy blue, right? So dark navy blue suit, dark navy blue pants, black tie, black shoes, right? Black belt, right? It's timeless, always works, but I prefer it over this completely black, right? But I have a slight tone of the dark blue navy. I think there's a perfect outfit, perfect outfit, perfect like business diplomacy outfit, and like 2 years ago when I was in London and I met James Bond and so on, that was kind of funny. And I had an outfit on me and I had my hair and so on. So they were like, "Oh, this is like John Wick, right?" Yeah. So they're discussing like, "Yeah, we're gonna bomb." They were like, "Yeah, this is John Wick, bro." So I looked a lot like Keanu Reeves that day. Because I had a little shorter hair and so on. I honestly, I had like almost the exact outfit he has in his movies. I was like, yeah, I'm doing the John Wick outfit. But it really works, okay? That's my drip expertise for you guys. Very dark blue navy suit, and then the rest is black, you know. As a side, if you don't know, right, when you wear a suit, you have to have, you know, like the belt and the shoe has to fit, you know. There's some people sometimes, right? They have like a, you know, like brown shoes, but like a black belt. No. If you have a black belt, it's black shoes, right? If you have a black tie, black belt, black shoes. Those 3 accessories should be the same thing most of the time, almost always, right? And then you have another suit color, right? So I'm just throwing it out there, right? Throwing it out there. And if you have long hair, then you obviously should have the same, right? If you have your hair in like something, you should have that also the same color, right? If you wear like black, again, a black tie, you should have like a black hairpin or whatever as a man. Oh, of course, okay. Whatever, keep going. But suit grip, man. I know my suit grip. But yeah, I think this really sets it for me. This is the best outfit. It really sets it for me. Even before, of course, it was probably my favorite. But then she stands up here, right? And you see it's like a midriff. And you see her abs. And I was like, oh, man, this... I'm falling in love, guys. I'm falling in love. No, but this really solid to me. Because I think it's almost more badass. I can't speak. I'm emotional. I think it's even more badass when you have, you know, like a sexy suit. Yeah, it's always cool, right? You know, sexy goes back. Yeah, I think it's even better, honestly. And it's that, you know, contrast that I like too, right? Like she's this business woman, right? I guess she's like an anchor though. And then she has this midriff. She looks great, and it's this flash outfit. It's really wonderful. I would say this is the best outfit, but there are many good outfits. But but I think this outfit would really work too, and also it would work on like an office almost, right? That's the thing with this outfit, because could you wear this to my office? Maybe, you know, is it too hot or not? That's what I mean. This outfit kinda works, you know, even in an office, even where I work, kinda. Like it's that's what makes it so great. That is on the line, right, of being like in a it's fantastic. It's really fantastic. Can't say it more than that. I don't maybe get up here. This thing maybe I like it though, but if it be all like an office, yeah, if it could be super maybe too big for like if you got to work with it. But yeah, Just that angle. Here, yeah. It's so beautiful. The heart there to oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, the outfit. This is drip, man. This is true drip, man. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is my. I will say this is my favorite. And doesn't mean those are bad, right? But this is like the perfect Hamilton outfit. This is amazing. I can't see your pants though. But maybe sure. Yeah, we can't see your pants, I suppose, or shoes. It's gonna be super detailed though. And then kind of the darker blue hair also really works, right? This is kind of dark, but it's not, you know, it's kind of like I mentioned myself, yeah, it's not like, you know, pure darkness. It's a slight tint of like blue in it, which I just talked about, you know, dark navy blue, right? Always works, guys, always works. Like I'm going to this portrait stuff next month to watch on YouTube, and the same thing there, right? So it's like it's one of those things where I have to wear very proper attire. Like I go to Florida for a specific meeting. It's gonna be the same thing there. I'm gonna wear something in probably darker than this color, right? Dark blue suit and all that good stuff, right? And I have to buy a new tie then. I need to buy a cooler tie, yeah. But whatever. How did I get here? Here comes the amazing transitioning. And I think it was good as well before. But this is really what it's about. The amazing art direction. I love so much. She has kind of like the racing queen thing, right? Yeah. She has that typical, the flag thing. It's the race queen thing, right? It's the woman with the flag thing. This is, of course, a popular thing, right? The woman, hot ladies have to wave that flag, right, when they start driving and so on. It's kind of what she's going for. This is like a jacket, right? If you have when you drive bikes and things, so yeah.
But you don't know about me. Yeah, you gon' know about me.
Great here. Yeah, that's the best thing. Yeah, that's like a 3D bit drip, man. I would say honestly, this is probably actually, I have to be really honest here, critical now. This is actually probably my only one negative. This doesn't look terrible, but this could look better. This could definitely look better how she kind of leaves here. Yeah, compared to everything else. Now I feel very critical here. But compared to everything else, this isn't a bad idea per se. I think the contrast is a little bit weird. Because she's too bright here, okay? Now I feel I'm nitpicky as hell. Like, it's because I said this at the best video, but no, her body is too bright, right? So the reason it happened here is that, she has stood in a studio, right? With a lot of bright colors, a lot of light, right? And have, recorded her moving and so on, right? And they cut it out, right, with a green screen. But her body now is too bright compared to whatever the surrounding, right? So it was too much lightning, like, lightning as in light effects or whatever, cameras and so on and stuff in the room when they were recording, right? So the actual billboard is more in the natural kind of ambient light, right? And you can see how she then it has like a weird, what's it called, Fresnel effect, maybe it's it's something like thing. Fresnel effect is like if it bends light at like 92% with metal or whatever, but it's like it looks weird here compared to here, and that's also the gamma, yeah. So it is basically that she should have been in like a darker room, right, when they recorded this thing, or another version could, right? You could take this billboard and make it brighter and more bleak, perhaps, and bleak it out, so they all have the same lighting. Maybe. Or it's like nitpicky as hell. It's nitpicky as hell, but I definitely noticed it though. It's nitpicky, but it's so clear here that her arm here is too bright compared to the metal here. Because the metal here isn't reflecting as much light. The metal here, you would barely be able to see the color of the metal at all if it was this bright, right? It would be like shiny like hell. Because it would go past that effect, right? So it would be super
Baby got passion, ambition, I'm poor down this.
This is so great. I love this so much. You know what? I love this part. Someone's calling me. But yeah, this thing here is so well done. That's but the next here is great, right? They're changing all the back. Very well done. But this is what I really like in the video. Like, she's moving her arm here. Then we change to the next person, right? Yeah, this arm comes swinging, and then that kind of comes to the next person. It's really well done. It's fantastic there.
Now watch me do it all again.
So she jumps up in the sky for some reason. The trick, yeah.
Baby got drip. You know we got that drip. Got the drip, yeah.
Yeah, they go to drip, baby. This is clear CGI. yeah, the last bit here when the truck is like speeding up is obviously CGI.
Got the
like
drip.
right force or something. Obviously. But this is what I kind of like in this video. This is a random like giant glove. It doesn't make any sense, but it's there. You know what I mean? But it's what I like too, which is like, I don't know what's happening here, but that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. Exploding. Yeah, the all got really good grip, right? Man, she got really long legs. Think about it. Yeah, she got like gigantic legs, man. I'm more an upper body guy. Yeah. Like, it's just, no, I see the slide now. I have a colleague, he's very tall, okay? I have a colleague, he's a giant. He's so tall. But we were having lunch, like last Friday. And we were eating. this buffet, great place, but whatever. And he was just like, told me, have you noticed now we're the same eye height, right? Like we're sitting now. And I looked at him like, yeah, now you mention it, you're like down at my level now, right? But he's like plus 2 meters, right? He's massive. He's like 7 feet something. He's like, I'm like 6'2", and he's like 7. He's like gigantic, right? Almost, but he's just like, we're the same height now. Isn't that strange? This is something people blah blah. And I was like, how yeah. And he's like, no, let me stand up again. And he stood up. And he's like, I'm all legs, bro. I'm all legs. And I was like, yeah, he's describing you all legs. So this guy, right? He's like a lot taller than me. He is like almost a whole feet taller than me, right? Not a full feet, but he's like, at least 20 centimeters taller than me. And he's like, yeah, but we're the same upper body size, right? So we're sitting down next to each other. Yeah, I'm actually taller than him. Yeah, he's like here on my eyes then, right? But when he's standing up, he's like, what? So that man is all legs, man. That man is all legs. He's incredible long legs. But she also has, at least this angle, she has very long legs compared to here, right? She looks a lot taller, actually. She looks as if bending her body more as well. She is actually quite... Or maybe she's short. Comparably. No, she doesn't say giant legs. Or whatever. Baby got drape. Yeah. I'm having great grip here. But this is one thing I like, right? With their design, in the clothing design. Love this thing. Like one sleeve glove, one empty is alright. This is also a great torso. The belts. I'm a fantasy fan. I love the crazy belts, right? I need more belts. Love belts. She could have 2 belts. She could have 2 belts, guys. Yeah, she should have one. You know what? Honestly, I'm not kidding. She should have one more belt going in like cross direction here. That would be better. Yeah, one belt like that, one belt like that. Okay, need to have more belts. But yeah, I love this kind of asymmetric clothing design, right? And I always tell this to, well, I guess men as well, but women especially, that this is the kind of, you should have more clothes like this, right? Dress up more like this. Yeah, Jesus Christ, man, this is awesome. These are very stark colors, man. It's orange clothes, man. Yeah, she got kind of plateaus. Or she got some kind of like utility bedroom or something. Interesting. But that's why this is so fun too. And I feel a little positive. I need to pause them as well. I can't just, like I would never even see all these details if I just watched it once, right? It also keeps saying, right, with this K-pop music, is that you have to really watch the music video like 10 times to see at least see all details, which is really awesome. I really liked it. I could go back but yeah, this is interesting. Her like kind of, maybe it's like a fanny pack, which I love for that matter. I love those. Okay, real men wear fanny packs. No, but I love the scene with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, when he's defending his fanny pack ideas in it's called like CA, what the movie is called with Kevin Hart. But I always been a fanny pack guy. Okay? I'm a proud fanny pack user, and have it in, because it's like the safest thing, right? It's the safest thing. Every time I travel, I'm gonna have the fanny pack. Right? Now, of course, I have the more modern style now, so you can have it over your sleeve, so you kind of have here, right? And sometimes it's easy to open it to, put out your wallet or whatever. So, which is true though. But yeah, I love fanny packs. Always had the money in them, right? And I remember going to like amusement parks as a kid, right, with my class. People were bullying me because I had a fanny pack. And I'm like, you're some morons, man. I have all my money here. What are you bullying me for? Because I'm effective, have utility. You're kind of crazy. This is the best thing ever. So I have defended fanny packs for years, okay? But exact same thing when I went with my colleagues to like last day Universal in Orlando. Universal, right? Sitting there, I wear my fanny pack. And the guys are like, you're a grown man, you can't wear a fanny pack. I'm a fanny, what are you talking about? No, but it was so stupid too. So my colleagues, right, they're like, oh, fanny pack is lame. I'm like, fanny pack is the best thing ever. You grow up, And then we get to Universal, and it's like half of the guests have a fanny pack, but they have the modern one with the side, it goes over the shoulder, right? And I'm like, see, like half people have fanny pack. What are you talking about? Like, you idiots, man. Because especially if you're gonna go on the rides, right? You wanna have freaking locked into your body, right? Jesus Christ. But for that matter, I'm on my fanny pack now. But I love my fanny pack because it's massive too, okay? So I bought one. It's pretty expensive, okay? Because, I'm rich. No, but seriously. Okay. I'll agree with you guys. You should always invest in stuff that you actually need especially if it protects your other investment, right? Okay. I know so many people, they don't understand investing into life, both from a monetary standpoint, from like a, index funds or whatever, right? But also your stuff you actually need, right? So I went and bought a fanny pack before a trip a few years ago, and I bought like a really expensive, like $250, something like that, fanny pack, right? But it's massive, okay? So I can have my goddamn switch in it. I have it, my keys, my wallet, a switch in it, and I can also have like the battery, chargers, all that, right? So I can always have my phone ready with energy. It's like a med pack, okay? It's massive, okay? It's all the extra stuff, passport, right? It's fantastic, right? It's very resilient, it's waterproof, all the stuff, right? All the good stuff, gorgeous, whatever, right? And of course it costs money. But the thing is that, yeah, but I'm having my wallet in it, right? I'm having my passport in it, right? I'm having, like I said, I actually have my switch in it if I'm traveling short distance. Like if I don't have, no backpack. Like I'm just going on the train for like an hour. I take it on me, put the switch in it, yeah. Stuff like that. It's like, yeah, so it's sure it costs a few $100s, but it's protecting way, way more money. You know what I mean? It is protecting stuff, right? Like my phone, wallet, and so on, which cost several $1,000s to lose, right? So I was finding it so funny, talk about drip here, people are like, oh no, that's expensive, but yeah, but this actually protects your stuff, right? This makes you make money, or it makes you not lose money, right? It's so weird to me how people are so afraid of that. Same thing here, talking about clothing here, guys. Shoes, okay? I don't mean, of course, you should go and buy shoes every week if you don't need to. Even though if you want to, whatever. I'm a capitalist. Buy whatever you want. I love stuff, I love gadgets, I love figures. I don't care about that, I have more figures. I have 500 end figures or whatever. I'm obviously way too wealthy for like a anime. But when it comes to one thing, when it comes to clothing, shoes. Yeah, shoes. Always buy expensive shoes. 100%. I'm talking about, of course, again, you don't have to go and buy new shoes every week, right? So to speak. But you should definitely have very expensive shoes. My shoes cost like $700, something like that, right? The ones I usually wear to work. Then I have another couple of other pairs, right? And I have maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5 pairs, like in a regular, but the thing is that you use your shoes a lot, right? So I never see people that are against buying shoes. I mean, again, obviously the whole classic trope of a woman buying, like a new pair every week. Yeah, okay, that's expensive, rich, obviously. But ignoring that kind of classic stereotype of like, oh, let's buy shoe shopping, Otherwise, yeah, having like expensive shoes that are, high valuable, high utility, so on, high resistance, all that good stuff, right? Is really useful because you're actually gonna use those shoes, right? So often, right? Every time you go out, every time to the office or whatever, right? Every weekend or whatever. So yeah, I think expensive shoes to me, it is so much more valuable, right, than like an expensive pant or an expensive shirt or whatever, right? Because I have 5,000 shirts, right? But I only have 5 shoes, right? So you know what I mean? So yeah, I always spend a lot of money on my shoes, right? And of course that you have your expensive, fine dining shoes, right? And your expensive like hiking boots kind of thing. And even more so because of hiking, right? If you go after in the winter, I have very, really robust, resistance hiking shoes, right? Walking, hiking boots. I can really, traverse a mountain or whatever. You should definitely spend on that. It's the most important item, really, if you're gonna go out in hardcore wilderness, right? Yeah, really big shoes. I'll get people that are into buying shoes. But I think some people are afraid of that stereotype when they buy, shoes. But still, I think a lot of men that I know, they will own like one pair of shoes for like $10 right there. They will have the cheapest shoes you can buy. It's make any sense to me. Also from a health standpoint, that really, yeah. Like, and maybe I'm saying that more because I'm a really big guy. Right? I weigh a lot, right? So I'm a big boy. No, but seriously, I have a very, very big body, as I mentioned. So I need to have really high, very resistant packed shoes, as my leg hurts, right? So maybe I just got into that as a younger, much earlier. But anyway, guys, that's the video, right? Hope you guys go out and buy some really expensive shoes. But seriously, right? I always say people, shoes. You should spend the most money on shoes, right, for your clothing. Absolutely, you should a lot, right, and again, obviously not go and buy one new pair per day. But yeah, point. Like you should buy a few, and also I mean you should buy new shoes, right? I buy like new hiking shoes every year, right? When they start to wear a bit, I buy new ones. Yeah, Like that's who I am. You know, absolutely. I said like I'm used buy my drip, you know, buy my drip, yeah. But anyway, yeah, it says earlier too. What do you think about this show, right? So I think it's a big overlap. I'm just genuinely interested. If there, I mean, I assume there's an overlap, right, with liking, for example, this kind of K-pop music and being into stuff like Oshinoko, right? And I guess you could also talk about other shows as well. Like for example, one of my all-time favorite shows, right, is Top Model. I've seen every episode, right? I love Top Model. I love you know, Project Runaway. I love. Ink Master, Face Off, that's a good show, yeah. So I always like those shows as well, right? You know, those like reality shows where they're making art, they're making models, they're making clothing, right? So I always like the shows a lot, right? So I just feel this like a huge overlap where I like this like an idol show where they're explaining how to be an idol in business and so on. I find fascinating. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's me because I'm coming from more from that angle, I suppose, when it comes to this as well. But anyway, guys, so you guys can have a great day.